Have you ever felt that really profound, like bone deep weariness? The kind that goes way beyond just needing more sleep.
Mm,
That quiet exhaustion that just kind of settles deep in your soul. Maybe it's because you've been holding everything together, being strong,
right?
and it feels like maybe no one truly sees the unseen struggles you're carrying.
Yeah, that's a really common feeling, I think.
It is remarkably common, yet it's one we so rarely allow ourselves to really acknowledge, let alone talk about.
Definitely.
So today we're taking a deep dive into some truly insightful excerpts from a source called The Art of Silent Healing.
Ah!
And this isn't
Ah!
about, just pushing through or powering up.
Yeah.
It's actually a powerful counter narrative to that constant pressure we all seem to feel. The pressure to be perpetually strong.
Mm.
So our mission for this deep dive is really to unpack some surprising truths about vulnerability, about what genuine healing actually looks like, and maybe how we might redefine what true strength means for ourselves. Okay, let's unpack this. So, when we talk about this societal expectation to be strong all the time, what's the first sort of liberating truth this source offers?
Well, what's truly illuminating right from the start is its core revelation. It just states it plainly. You don't need to be strong all the time.
Wow, just like that.
Just like that. And this isn't just a simple statement, right? It powerfully challenges so much of what we're implicitly taught about resilience.
Totally.
I mean, think about it. Our culture often celebrates relentless optimism, the whole hustle mentality, or that unspoken rule, maybe at work, to always be fine, no matter what you're actually dealing with personally.
Right, the performance of being okay.
Exactly. This source just cuts right through that. It declares a fundamental truth that, honestly, I think many of us desperately need to hear. And it doesn't stop there. It then offers this really profound sense of permission. It says, it's okay to feel, to rest, to cry.
Mm,
It doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. Now, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it completely redefines our understanding of what strength and weakness truly are.
that's huge.
It is. It's an invitation to authenticity, really. It frees us from that exhausting demand for perpetual performance. We often confuse resilience with rigidity, maybe, but this suggests true strength might actually lie in flexibility,
Yeah.
in allowing yourself to simply be.
That redefinition is so liberating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're right. For so long, the directive has often been stay strong, be silent, and move on.
The classic advice. Yeah.
But this source doesn't just flip that script, it feels like it dismantles it. It highlights that healing doesn't happen when you pretend, it happens when you sit with your pain and let it speak. So, okay, for someone listening who has always prided themselves on being the strong one, what does sitting with your pain practically look like? Is it about like talking about it all the time, or is it more internal?
That's a really crucial distinction. And
Yeah,
while sometimes, yeah, external expression like talking or crying is part of it,
sure.
the source seems to emphasize the internal process more. It's about acknowledging the pain, not pushing it away or immediately labeling it as bad or something to get rid of.
Okay.
It's more about creating space for difficult emotions rather than instantly trying to fix them or suppress them. And this raises an important question for you, the listener, doesn't it? How often do you feel that silent pressure
Hmm.
to explain your sadness, or maybe to force a smile when you're truly hurting inside?
All the time for many people.
Exactly. This material offers such deep validation. It tells us you don't have to explain your sadness, you don't have to smile today. Just be here, breathe.
Just be here, breathe. That's powerful.
It really is. It reinforces a quiet yet really strong truth that even the strongest people need someone. They need support. They need to allow themselves to be vulnerable sometimes. Even you, in those moments of profound soul tiredness, you deserve that.
Yeah.
So if you've been feeling this deep weariness, this sense of being overwhelmed perhaps by the world or just your own burdens, this source leaves us with what I think is the most affirming and powerful conclusion. It says, no, you're not weak for feeling like this.
Mm.
You're healing silently, beautifully, and that's enough.
Wow. That's enough. What a transformative thought to just sit with, isn't it?
It really is.
To consider that those very moments where you feel most vulnerable, maybe where you judge yourself for not being strong in that old conventional sense,
Hmm.
could actually be your most authentic and powerful acts of silent, beautiful healing. What would it mean for you, listening right now, to truly allow yourself to just be in this moment? Maybe, just maybe, for the very first time, this was Echo Within. Thank you for listening.